Welcome, dear viewers, to the hottest show of the day, Around the Globe issue with your MC, Ain Nabilah. Today, we are going to uncover the dark law system in Japan. Iwao Hakamada was arrested for 48 years after he was forced to wrongfully confess on killing a family and putting their house on fire. In fact, this does not only occur once, but there are many more innocent people convicted for crimes which they are not involved in at all. But before we go in deeper, how does this issue actually occur? Firstly, the Japanese rarely perform autopsies on dead bodies, which explain why most death causes remain unidentified. Secondly, the policeman and the prosecutor often cooperate together in fabricating evidence so that they will not have to go out finding the real suspects by themselves. This made-up suspect can be detained and interrogated for more than 23 days. Hence, in this period, the policeman can brutally torment these individuals to coerce confessions from them. These irresponsible attitudes are allowed by the judges due to their lack of professionalism. Now let us hear from our internationalization analyst, Professor Dinie, on how does this issue affect international communication.
That is a very interesting question, Ain. Thank you so much for asking. In my opinion, during this globalization era, we can now communicate with people in the cyberspace because every home, every office is digitally linked by the internet. Everyone is using the internet in some way. It's in their smartphones, laptops, and iPads. This is how we are connected. With the internet, a tremendous amount of information could easily be shared through social media, like Twitter and Instagram, from all over the world just by a click of a button. As active media consumers, we are always being influenced by what we read and what we engage online, to the extent it changes our values and opinions. Relating into this issue, since Hakamada's case has been publicized and shared with the world, it has sparked many reactions from people, even from across international borders. This actually has created a global public sphere where issues of international significance regarding the environment, gender, and human rights are always being discussed, not just in public but also through social media. These public spheres have helped form protests and campaigns to advocate for the innocent people who are accused. As a result, some of these wrongly accused have been given the right to be granted a retrial to prove their innocence. For example, Mika Nishiyama was finally deemed innocent after the public came together and demanded the Japanese court to allow her a retrial as she was accused of murdering someone when she did not. From here, we can actually understand how international communication in the form of public spheres have the power to influence and change people's actions towards justice. In short, this unites a group of people to come together to fight for justice. That is my take on how this issue affects international communication. Thank you.
Thank you for your wise opinions, Professor Dinie. Now let us hear from our next guest, Judge Lisa, on her ideas to reduce the severity of this issue.
Reducing the severity of the issue, Ain, you think too highly of me. But thank you so much. I actually have a few ideas right on top of my head. I hope you don't mind if I share it with the show. We as the backbones of the law system care a lot about prevailing justice. So if you're talking about how to fix the issue, I can give you some solutions right on top of my head. One would be to live stream the victims' trial cases without their identities being leaked. So what we're doing is we're creating a specific platform on the internet to live stream the victims' trials, and it's a place where these live stream courtrooms can be seen and is made accessible to the public, so the public can just go into any of the rooms and just give their opinions and comments on the case. I think it's also beneficial if we have a rating system, so the public can either agree or disagree with the conviction made in the courtroom. Therefore, if majority of them disagree, then the case can be further reviewed, just for a little democracy there. 2. Reforming the interrogation process is also something I would love to bring up. You and me both know this, Ain. I'm sure Dinie can agree with us, but the interrogation process is one of the most crucial elements when it comes to solving a case, and therefore any external interruptions that can cause unnecessary stress to the suspects are to be removed immediately. Let me ask you a question, Ayn. Have you ever heard of the Innocence Project? The Innocence Project is basically a project that is dedicated to help those who were falsely convicted, and it's just to get them back on their feet. And what we're doing is we are inspired by this project to educate new graduates of law and train police cadets in order to move towards the authorities being properly informed of the consequences if they were to proceed being biased towards the suspect. That is all from me. Thank you so much for this opportunity, and I pass it back to you, Ayn.
Thank you, Judge Lisa, for your inspirational ideas. Therefore, we hope people all over the globe can work together with the government in executing these solutions to ensure the preservation of human rights. No one deserves to be punished for no reason. Therefore, we have to prevail with justice, especially for these wrongly accused people. Thank you for watching our show, and we will see you next time.